All right, Tad, week 10 is getting later and later in the fantasy football regular season. People looking at quarterbacks, running backs, and wide receivers. Some sleepers out there to maybe a bye week fill-in or to replace a guy on injury.
Yeah, I got a guy coming back from an injury. I remember last week you told me to stop talking about Matt Hasselbeck.
And you just mentioned him one too many times this show as well.
Absolutely. But he's going to be replaced. Jake Locker's coming back, and he's going to take over the starting reins this week, going against the Miami Dolphins. Now, Locker was looking pretty good early on this year, had over 400 yards of total offense, 378 through the air, 35 running in his last game against Detroit, so he can do some things with his legs. His weapons are looking good. You know, CJ's going to keep the defense honest because he's running well, even against good teams. Kenny Britt, as healthy as he's been in a while. Kendall Wright's been cleared to play, and
Nate Washington. Yeah. He's playing good.
Locker always hooks up with Nate Washington when they play together. Miami, the fourth worst pass defense, even though they're good against the run, they give up passing yards.
I like that start. I will go to the other sideline, though, for my quarterback sleeper this week, and it's Ryan Tannehill. He's available in 87% of Yahoo fantasy leagues. Tennessee is giving up the 7th most fantasy points per game to quarterbacks in the last 5 weeks. And last week, a respectable 290 yards and a touchdown. I'm not saying Tannehill's going to give you 30 points, but I think he'll give you in the mid-teens and be able to be that bye-week fill-in, be that injury set.
But let's be honest. What's the thing you like most about Ryan Tannehill?
That would be his wife, no doubt about it. Running backs, who do you like there?
Marcel Reece I'm going to go with, and this guy's barely even a running back. He carried the ball once all year. It was in week 1. One carry all year.
This is a reach.
And he went for 0 yards, too, so he has 0 rushing yards. But Darren McFadden, we've been waiting for him to get hurt all year. He finally did. Now, we don't wish injury on anyone, but we expect it.
I think on Darren McFadden, you almost do it.
No way. I like watching that guy run. So McFadden's out. High ankle sprain, looks like. Mike Goodson, his backup, gets injured in the same game, almost the same exact injury. So it's between Tywan Jones and Marcel Reece. I like Reece better. He's been on the field when the other guys are healthy. This week? They're going against Baltimore. Now, that defense is not the defense it used to be.
It's hard to tell.
Marcel Reece, a former wide receiver, 8 catches, 95 yards. And a touchdown last week.
Are you putting him at more of a flex? PPR. It has to be PPR.
Yeah, it has to be PPR, at least half-point PPR, but I like Marcel Reece this week. I think he'll even carry the ball 5 or 6 times.
A guy I like better than that, especially in the PPR, would be Danny Woodhead. He's going up that dreaded Buffalo defense. They rank 31 out of 32 in rushing.
Now, we know Belichick's the new Shanahan.
Yeah, but
Shanahan's going with one guy now.
I agree.
Belichick goes with 4
even though Buffalo's almost dead last in rushing, that's not where Woodhead's going to hit you because the last 4 weeks he's caught 15 balls for $158. And the Buffalo Bills ranked 24th against the pass. So I just think there's opportunity there for Woodhead to possibly explode. They're also given 170 yards per game on the ground. I think Woodhead, it is a reach, but I think he will give you some respectable numbers.
He's the easy guy to root for because he's this big, coming out of the backfield making those catches. But they got Welker, they got Gronk, they got Brandon Lloyd.
But he's been somewhat consistent. I think he's due for a touchdown as well. 19 rushes for 92 yards last 4 weeks. I think this week he finally gets 6.
David says yes on Woodhead. I'm going to say no, not on Woodhead.
Okay.
Let me see if you agree with me on my wide receiver choice for the week. Monday Night Football, we have another guy. I'm always going with the backups for the guys who have high ankle sprains. Antonio Brown is out. Emmanuel Sanders will both be taking his second wide receiver spot, but also returning kicks. So he's going to give you that Antonio Brown did. He's bigger than Antonio Brown. I think Roethlisberger looks for him in the red zone even more. I expect a 6 to 8 catch day with a touchdown, and I have him ahead of some big names. Dez Bryant, Dwayne Bowe, Hakeem Nicks.
Wow.
I start Emmanuel Sanders over those guys.
That's disrespectful, those guys, man. They've been performing at a pretty high level the last couple of years, but you say no go. And they're going up against Kansas City, right? So
going against Kansas City.
Tad Dixon could probably catch 4 or 5 balls on that Kansas City defense.
Well, we'll see. Because I'm probably going to suit up.
Ryan Broyles is a guy I like at the wide receiver position this week. He's available in 83% of Yahoo fantasy leagues. He was targeted 6 times last week by Matthew Stafford.
He was a stud at Oklahoma.
And he caught all 6. Minnesota gives up the 23rd most fantasy points per game to wide receivers this season. And again, like I said, last 3 weeks, he's been one of Matthew Stafford's favorite targets. Calvin Johnson gets a lot of targets. Yeah. He has that nerve damage, not catching all the balls.
Now, Detroit used to be all Calvin Johnson all the time. I think they're better off doing what they're doing now, spreading it among Broyles will get some looks, may catch a touchdown. That may work for you in a deep league as a sleeper.
That's what we're doing.
Also play Titus Young Sr. if you have him too.
Is there a junior?
There could be. All I know for sure is that this Titus Young is a senior. I can't tell you anything else.
So we will throw it to you. There's our Week 10 sleepers. Tell us what you think in the comments below. Do you agree or disagree? Of course, like this video. And as always, we ask you to subscribe to our channel. For Tad Dixon, my name is David Brickley, STN TV. That's good.